evening. Seem to do videos a lot at 6 o'clock. It's Teaser Tuesday. Uploading my first footage, test footage, onto GyroFlow because I'm doing a Rocksteady and then a Horizon Lock, 2 different videos to get a comparison, and then do some coloring and all that fun jazz. Here it is. Quite impressed. It's small. It is definitely like the mini-me of the Avata 2. I almost want to call it mini-me. Was going to swap out props. It's kind of a spoiler. I had purchased props that I knew would fit this, but they did like a proprietary style prop, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I even opened up the holes. I wasted a set of props to get the same depth, but there's just one bridge that runs across the motor that holds the 2 screw holes. I found screws that matched, all this stuff. But the problem is these have little extensions off of the prop and basically a cutout so it sits around that bridge and locks it from wiggling, where without endless hours of work that I didn't want to commit to, I couldn't change out the props. I was all excited. I was like, I'm going to be the first one to do props on the Neo. Nope. So I got to wait. Hopefully they'll come out with bright green props. I'll be happy. I tweaked the tune that you can tweak, if you want to call it that, to get it to fly the way that I want in manual mode or acro. And as a gentle cruiser with some light flips and rolls, this thing's an absolute blast. It goes pretty good. Definitely goes pretty good. You're not going to have any emergency yank outs and save yourself with this thing because it doesn't have the power. But as for being able to recover off a dive, flipping and rolling over the house, some of the favorite things I like to do, it did great. I was able to wiggle through the trees. There is barely a breeze outside, which I guess is the lucky thing. And it did a fantastic job. Because I'm flying with the controller and the goggles, I was able to drop the sharpness and change some of the settings. I wish I remembered whose video. I've seen so many videos. Well, the reason I did it was because last night, flying around the basement, just horsing around and checking out some stuff, the footage looked like ass. Because the internal stabilization, internal stabilization does not like low light. It kept yelling at me. There's crazy artifacts. It looks like shit. So after the video I watched, I decided to switch over to 4:3 aspect ratio, turn off all the electronic stabilization, and then I'm going to do it all through here. It's an extra step in process, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. So I'm going to be testing out some of that right after I get done with this video and make something out of it to share with you guys and try to get it up maybe Saturday. If you plan to shoot with just the phone, I did. I flew it around the basement using the controls on the phone, and it is decently intuitive. It won't teach you how to fly like it would with a controller or anything, but to line up certain shots or just to pull away from something or to go forward, it's great. And then you can use the voice commands, which I tried. I had it follow me around the backyard. But one of the biggest absolute shit brick freaking stupid things is once you don't use your controller and the goggles and you go to use your phone or just voice commands, the sharpness comes back. It doesn't stay at -2 where I put it. And that makes no effing sense to me. That is a freaking dick deal breaker right there. So hopefully DJI will change that, because that's going to make me not want to use my phone or any of the voice commands to follow me, because I really wanted this for when I'm in a bando or out in the woods somewhere with some really cool scenery where I can kind of vlog and not hold the GoPro, use this thing to get different perspectives of what we see when we're flying. That's why I went with this, because for flying shots and tiny gaps and all that stuff, I've got the Avata over there, the Beast. That's the go-to. And yes, you can definitely squeeze some smaller gaps, which I tested out this afternoon with this thing, as long as it's not windy. So we'll see. I hope they change and give us a good firmware update. I would love, and I don't know because I'm not technically sound with that stuff, I hate flying with the 30 frames. It's blurry, almost wants to give me a headache. I can deal with it, I can get the shots, but it's not as smooth. I did a test in the basement yesterday doing the 1080p 60 frames. It's magical. Love flying at 60 frames. So maybe there could be an update. I don't know if that's even possible, but that would be something to look forward to. And then I might mess around with a video flying at 1080 60 and then upscale it to the 4K and see if that's even worth doing, just so I won't pull my hair out or what's left of it while flying at 30 frames, because 30 frames is not for me. Definitely didn't like it. So that is your quick Tuesday teaser of what's going on, and I'm sure I'm going to mess with this thing some more. I like to put lights on it because I put lights on everything to make them stand out, and it helps you find it when it goes down. Hopefully they'll come out with a cool skin. It might be cool to match the other one. So we'll see, and hopefully props. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all later.